Good evening! The Oscar Expert is back. Another trailer review reaction thing with my brother Bro. And today we're going to be talking about The Favorite, a maybe contender from director Yorgos Lanthimos, whose last two movies were Killing of a Sacred Deer, really good and fucking weird, like dark comedy thing, and The Lobster, which is also a surreal dark comedy, also very good. The Lobster is nominated for screenplay, Killing of a Sacred Deer, too artsy to be nominated for anything. So as you can see, it's kind of up in the air as to whether Yorgos Lanthimos is going to make a movie that appeals to the Academy.
The difference between this movie and Yorgos' previous films is that Yorgos did not write this movie. And in those previous films, you saw characters that were very wooden and so removed from reality. This film might not quite have those qualities. It is a biopic. It's based on real people. It has such a stacked cast, and it's got the period, art direction, costumes, really good looking cinematography. So if it's a movie that people can get on board with, which they can, not everybody can get on board with his last couple films, then you could see us being an Oscar contender and potentially one of the best films of the year.
Now this trailer really got me going, okay? The cinematography, like the costumes from the production design, everything looks great. Olivia Colman, I didn't see that coming. She looks amazing. I mean, the only thing that's in her way of an Oscar nomination, aside from the movie being weird, is that she's not well known, but her performance looks like it's probably gonna be among the best of the year. And then you've got Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone, two Oscar winners in supporting roles. And Emma Stone, in the plot, she's like the one who kind of intrudes on, you know, the normalcy. So I think she's gonna be maybe the more interesting character. Also, career-wise, she's on more of a peak than Rachel Weisz. I think she could easily get nominated if the movie's a contender.
If anybody's going to get nominated, I think it's going to be her in supporting.
It could be the kind of contender that Birdman was, where you know, it's like, what the hell, like, kind of movie is this? But if it's really good, then it gets embraced in a lot of categories. Because unlike Mary Queen of Scots, which trailer just came out today, this movie is taking the conventions of the period genre, and it's just like detonating them. It looks very psychological and like disturbed.
The potential problems you could see for a film like this is kind of the problems that seem to plague Yorgos' films when it comes to getting everybody to like them. Appealing to enough critics that they can agree almost unanimously that it's one of the best films of the year. I don't think his other films have quite reached that level. And I think what could do it for him is if he watered down the weirdness of his films a little bit. And, you know, with a screenplay written by somebody else, I think that could happen here.
Regardless of if this movie ends up appealing to them, I think it's in contention for a few awards. I think it's in contention for costumes, art direction. Emma Stone and Olivia Colman could get in even if it's a fringe contender. But if the movie is like a bigger contender, it could get nominated for a lot of awards. It could be a big package deal. Cinematography could easily happen if this movie's a big contender. The wide angles are just jizz-worthy all over this trailer. Screenplay, it actually has a pretty good chance of getting in because it's in the weaker category of original screenplay.
Very good chance.
The Lobster got in.
You know, the humor is enough to put it into that category. As far as where I would put it in my rankings, you know, I would probably hover it around the 10 slot. It seems like it could go either way, but I'm almost leaning a little bit more towards it, like that it gets the hype. I don't know if it can go all the way, but it seems like a really good movie that could get hype and get critics circuits going and get acting and some other technicals, so.
Is it gonna be just off-putting enough where it's just lovable, or is it like, this is kind of a film buffs, art house people only kind of movie? So that's what remains to be seen. We'll find out at the festivals, and I'll see you there. Just kidding, I'm not actually going.